Hello. Another tutorial. We did an art lesson today, and I think we did pretty good. We went over a few things that you like to check it out. More exploring the dimensions and then transitioning. That's what we did. How to transform the box, add more resolution to it. Yeah, you can just watch it. I guarantee you're gonna learn something. And trust me, once again, keep us going. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. At the end of the day, I'm hoping to have drawn a robot. That's the project. That's the end project. Is to draw this robot. And hopefully, like I said, we'll be taking step by step how we're gonna. And eventually, we're gonna start learning figure drawings. But ultimately, we're gonna learn about placing characters into dimension. Let me move these things out of the way. What dimensions, how to place characters. We're gonna take it step by step. Before we can shrink characters, this is the ultimate goal. Is to be able to draw small characters. Now there's this thing, this theory that it's a theory that theory actually it's a fact. It's just like the clouds. When we watch the clouds, let me move this line out of the way. When we watch the clouds, our mind tends to automatically makes up objects in there or figures, whatever you could think of. That is usually due to the fact that when you give your mind little to work with, it forms its own ideas. We try to. That's what we try to exploit. You see that if you give the mind too much to work with, it does little. For example, if you're doing a picture, you show that you tend to kind of a picture is huge. Okay, this is huge. The mind is already it's already seen as big for, so it's able to make a sense of it because it's already done for it. For you to see the bigger picture, you have to step back, right? When you step back, you're able to see the whole picture. That's how. So when you do thumbnails, your mind will take over the details and work on the details, right? However, if I was to make it big, it does less of that. So before we go from this to this, we have to do before we go from this to this, we have to do this. We come up with brainstorming, and brainstorming will give us the ideas. We'll think of what we're doing, how the characters in place, dimension. But when we understand the field of where the character stays, we can plant the character in the dimension, and we can work off that. Therefore, solve other problems. But it's also easier when the character is small. So if you have to fix something, it doesn't take much. It's just a little something small like that. It's harder to fix a picture once it's huge, because then it's hard to kind of. It really is very difficult to change something big. Plus, thanks to the whole mind thing, step by step, guys. And I hope you can follow along. That's what we're gonna cover. First, we're gonna do some practice with tensile shapes. Follow along, please. I'll go really slow. You guys know that to everything I have to explain what I'm doing sometimes. Just simple. Art is very hard. It takes a lot of patience. Not hard, sorry. Art is not hard, but it does take some patience, and most people they just want to jump to the fun right away. I know it's tedious to have to go through all the process of learning. It really is. However, like I said, I find that let's just make sure that this is actually catching it. Yeah. Boy, I really hate when this happens. Tedious. Okay, so stay with me right now. We are about to start something. First things first, what we're gonna do? We're gonna draw like every foundation is boxes, and all my characters are basically based on this system I call polygons. That's how I learned to do it. So get ready. We're gonna learn something good here. Ready, set, and here we go. Why? 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 Okay, so here we go. Box number 1. First, let's draw a series of boxes. Okay, first of all, let's a dimensional box. That's easy to do. First, we draw something that's small, and then we jump, and then we try to do another one. That's the best way to start. We cut the box in half, as always. We jump to the other dimension. Now we're in the fourth. We're going to the fourth dimension now. Strap your seatbelt on. I always say. Then we're gonna close it. Lexi, move out of the way. Goodness, Lexi. Sorry. There we go. Come on, Lexi, move out of the way. Lexi, move out. Lexi, move out of the way, please. Right there. Good. Okay. So there it is. If you're just coming in, please join. Hey, grab a pencil. Anybody can do this. Okay, I just started, so please don't follow along carefully. So these boxes will come together, right? Okay, we're gonna close, then we're gonna tie the box together with the fourth and transfer ourselves to the fourth dimension. And here we are. We've created a box. Easy as that. But here's what we're gonna do this time. Today we're gonna transition from boxes to cylinders. How we do it. We wanna understand how we can merge. Okay. And as everything else, there is a system we like to do. I have 4 ways. There's a polygon. I always state it. It's a polygon, which is the square. Okay. I'm gonna draw it right here, so you guys will see it. So I have here. Yeah. Take a look at this. Okay. So any drawing starts like this: polygon or a square. Okay. There's the connectivity lines. Let's just do this, and then we have circles, and then finally we have contours. See, these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 elements are what we use. I'll name them polygons. Is it the lines, the circle, and finally contours. I add all these together to form those images, and that's how and this sums up everything here. So this is objective today. First, so let's continue what we started out with. It's interesting. So we got our box. Okay. Now, this is what we usually do. Now, let's go so for now to transfer the box. I hate this camera. Please go here. I hate this camera. Okay. So this box here, we will do this. We have one, and then finally another box I want to introduce to is this one here. Ready, set, go. Before we figure it out this way, let's draw another one. This box is the exact same thing, but what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna turn the dimensions. So in the fourth dimension, time is not a factor, right? It really is not. So watch this. Yeah, time is not a factor, so we have this. But they're the same box, as you can see. It really is no difference between them. The same box, but I'm gonna change something completely different. That's gonna switch the whole thing around. I'm gonna change the dimensions of it. Okay, it's now pointing in a different direction completely. All because I erased certain parts, and I have kept it. And I have another box. So So you see that? There. So you see that? Same exact same boxes, but facing different directions. Okay. But what I'm gonna do is quite simple now. I'm now gonna start working on cylinder, how we transition this into a cylinder. I'm gonna draw another box, and this one's different. I'm gonna switch the dimensions around too. And to draw that box is very simple. Simple, you draw a kite. Draw a kite like this. Try it. Like we're not looking for perfection, because the problem with perfection is that the brain will recognize it and then demand more. That's the problem. Your mind is very demanding if you give it more. So necessarily not. Yes, I am. I'm a I'm a military firefighter, actually. But yes, I'm a firefighter in the military. Gating Forces firefighter. Yeah. Definitely, but definitely a firefighter. Just a special kind of firefighter. Oh, bye. Again. So you want to cut it in half. See that? A diamond, right? And then we're gonna put another stop here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's so great to hear. It's so great to hear that. Thank you. Are you a firefighter too? Are you what are you? I guess probably just a kid. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? So to draw the box, go along the triangle. Like that. Right? So I do that, and then same thing I did here. Same thing I did here. 14. Nice. Well, it's nice to meet you. I don't know no more. God, the names I read here is so hilarious. So I got 2 diamonds. So I'm gonna cross the same with the box. I've drawn 2 diamonds. Well, I guess you could say two kites. And why have I drawn 2 kites? I'm gonna do the exact same thing here. I'll draw another kite here. Ready, steady, let's go. To draw a kite, you're not looking for perfection. Because if you draw perfection, once again, your mind will demand more. You don't want to give your mind because if you start using rulers, the mind will just start recognizing as a perfect and demand more. So now you have to keep using rulers for everything. But when we do it this roughly, the mind can accept that our drawings are rough and use it as a normal standard, because the fact that the mind, as we live in this world, we thrive on the imperfections of this world. Nothing's really that perfect unless we intervene. It's hard to find a perfectly straight line in nature unless we intervene. That's the problem. The mind has learned that. So if you start demanding light, it's not gonna look real. The world is not perfect. It has a lot of imperfections that makes it very special. Organic matters are very imperfect. It's not as perfectly straight about organic matter. But like, make sure we keep that standard too. Like, we don't want to be doing that. So here, I'm going really slow so you all can flow up. There we go. You like firefighters? No more. Yeah, I can't pronounce it. And this one too will kind of close the edges. Same way we did the box. Close the edges. What have we done? Simple. Same box, right? But I'm going to erase certain parts here that's going to take it and make it into something else completely. So we have something here. You see what I just did there? I erase this, erase that, erase this, erase that. There we go. Yeah. And just like that, guys. Perfect. Yeah, we got that. And we're going moving on to next box. We're gonna do the exact same thing, but this time we're gonna switch the dimensions. Flip it the other way around. It's pretty interesting how that happens. I don't know what we want to see. There's more secrets in this box. There's so much more secrets. Really, there is. Too much more secrets. Erase all this. Erase all these diamonds. I hope you all joining me. I really do. This is so good. Like I'm telling you, you're gonna learn so much here. Like so much. Okay, I have this right here. See that? Thank you for the likes, guys. Appreciate it. There. So we have that. If you can see, this is in the box. Let's turn it. Yeah. What's the question, my friend? Shoot out. Hey, what's up, Scar? Ask your questions. I don't know no more. So there we are. I've done the box. Here's the thing. It's a box turned different positions, and all I did, I gave you a simple. If you want, I will give you my replay of the box itself. But this is essentially the way you do easy boxes. You can learn the dimensions. Use practice with this stuff by yourself. Okay, moving on to the next phase. Cylinders. It's how we build with this stuff. Crazy, isn't it? What's this? Who's calling? Because I make videos out of it. The question is, hey, what's up? Give me a second, Rebecca, would you? So, I got another question. Give me a second, Rebecca. I got a question too. Would you want me to stop streaming? What good does it do for me to stop streaming? Like, so because I don't get much views, do I stop streaming? There you go. Hey, look. See all these pictures here? Do you see all this? All my drawings? I did it because regardless, right? I created this. I make children's books. I'm a children's book author. So to me, it doesn't matter. Regardless if no one's watching it, I'm practicing my drawings. See, these are all my characters. You know, lion. I built all these. I've written like 7 children's books. See, all these are my characters. I have to zoom in as much as I can. This is the video I want to make later on. Tiger versus Tiger. See that? All this is stuff I created, and I got so much more than you don't see. I draw constantly. I'm just an illustrator. I have a full-time job, and I don't need to do this. Basically, right? I'm a firefighter, but I love to do this because it's an escape from. So if people could, even if I get 2-3 people that like it, and I've already started a class, people like it. Even if it's just 2 people. See, I'm not here to be super famous. I'm here to pass my. I'm here because I love to talk when I draw. So if I can share my art with people, of course. You see what I mean? So I'm gonna draw regardless. I was gonna be drawing regardless. I'm always drawing. I write children's books, whatever I do. So I'm not wasting my time. Basically, I'm just drawing regardless. So I'll draw and I'll do and usually when I'm illustrating, I stream it because if no one watches it, that's okay. I stream it. Right? We'll have to start somewhere. All right, Rebecca. Sorry about that, baby girl. Are you in the plane? Are you traveling? my goodness. There we go.
happening? The final leg.
I'm on live. Yeah. So baby, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
What if you went on that plane, right? And
I thought for the last purpose, what the guy was.
no, no, no. I'm saying what, what if you went on a plane and you ended up in Frankfurt?
Oh, what's happening? Hello? I'm sure it will never get okay.
Oh god. So
There's
yeah.
no space, so they're making us put our
I
personal
see.
items under the seat.
I see. Baby girl. Baby girl. My god. It's a final stretch. 4 more hours.
Final stretch.
You'll be home in 4. Oh my. Ah.
Done.
Okay. I can't wait. I can't wait. You know that.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Okay.
I probably won't call you tonight.
Yeah.
Because we'll be tired.
Boo.
But I'll tomorrow morning for sure.
Boo.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. Okay. We have a safe flight. Okay, baby girl.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you later. I love you. All right, so here we go. That was a bit of a stuff there. Sorry about that, guys. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're then gonna transition from this to cylinders. How we do that? Well, let's take this box here. Right, let's take this box here. What am I saying? Take this box here. I'm always doing that. Okay, this transition is to cylinder. Same thing. We're gonna transition this to cylinder. I'm gonna teach you how. Halfway, everything goes to the box. So everything's always about the boxes, doesn't it? Alrighty, there it goes. So we have this box here, and then what we're gonna do, we are going to transition this into a cylinder. We can make another box the same way too, here. Okay, essentially we have the same thing. Okay, so we got. Oh, actually, my bad. My bad. I switched the box around. I'm supposed to do this. There we go. Something like that. Like that. Erase this, erase that. Erase this, erase that. Erase this. So we got it. There are 2 different boxes, and the plan is to turn this into a cylinder. So to turn it to a cylinder, we have to do something called resolution, adding more resolution. I call smoothing out the edges, basically adding more resolution to it. So here's what we're gonna do. See that the diamond in the top part, you see a diamond. We're just gonna slowly turn that diamond into an oval. Like that. Turn the diamond slowly into an oval. Can we do that? See that? See that? Like that. Yeah. So we turn the diamond slowly into an oval, and we do the exact same thing here. There's a diamond here too in the bottom, if you can see it. But we're gonna just but we're in the third dimension, so we can't see that. So we're gonna ignore that. But we're gonna turn that slowly into an oval. There we go. There. So we got that. And that's like that. We've turned it into what looks like a cylinder. There we go. And that's it. You see, we've turned that into, in a sense, we're gonna do the exact same thing. There's a diamond here, or what we call a kite. All we're gonna do is turn that kite into an oval. See, like this. Round the edges a bit, or add more resolution to the edges, like that. There you go. Do you see? And then around this edges. There. Once we've done that, we could easily just kind of smooth it out. There you go. See that? And just like that, we've turned that into something, a cylinder. We're going to erase this. But most important, we're going to erase the squares. So this is how we do it. This is how we transition it. We practice this on and on and on and on. But most importantly, what I want to get at is that we need to build a dimension. First of all, the best way to do a dimension is to do a kind of like a kite, like that. Ah, thank you, like that. See, why is this important? Well, I'm gonna show you something, a trick on how to understand camera angles. If you understand this, it's going to be very confusing. We're going to draw something here, and by the time it gets here, we'll be seeing a little angle of it. So, on the same note, thank you. So, well, the best way we can actually do this. Hey, how you doing, Zarian? What's up? And then, all right. So basically, we just, there we go. One triangle, make this even more realistic. Let's do something like this similar. There you go. And one box here, one box here, one box there. Gotta stick with the plan, I guess. So, thank you so much. That's nice of you to say. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw how this happens here, right? We're gonna turn this into a cylinder that comes down like that. You round the edges. There. So, and then by the time it gets here, it will be right here. In a sense, we will trace this here. So we have this something here that we're gonna work off here. And at some point, well, it's funny. That's why I'm here, my friend. Well, please, we're here. You can ask me any questions you want, or if you want, you can just follow along. But you could ask me any questions too. Of course, go ahead. I'll take your questions. What do you need? What we're doing is camera perspective and how, if we don't understand this, put this thing here, we're confused. So I've created a dimension in which another box lies in there. So what I want to do is connect this here. So back, not so fast. I want to round this up and I want to turn this into a cylinder. Toes, go ahead and ask me a question, please. What advice do you need? Go ahead. So what do you want to know? So I do these live tutorials almost every Wednesday, but throughout the week I'm always drawing something. Throughout the week you could join in. I could help you do that. That's why I'm here. If you follow my tutorials and ask me the right questions, you're gonna be better than me soon enough. You will be. But let me see if I can help you with that. So the thing with camera angles is that it's all about the perspective. But we're not. The problem is when you go to any art class, they make perspective so hard to do because art teachers, they're not really teaching the right perspective or how to use perspective. They're so focused on making it like the actual perfect perspective. They don't realize that you don't need, and the human mind does not thrive on it. The human mind is very forgiving. So I'll show you. Camera perspective. What can I tell you about camera perspective? I'm working on it right now. When it comes to camera perspective, we have a low angle, we have a high angle, and our straight angle. That's the basic ones, right? See, this is a low angle. The angle is usually used for Low angle is usually used to capture a scene. Okay, you kind of want an overview of what's going on in the room. A high angle, which is this, appears more, you want to capture something in all its glory or might. It is used to create suspense and usually used to scare audience, because everything in a low angle looks imposing, like knights on a horse. When you look at anything in a low angle, it's always more frightening. So cameras tend to exploit that. Now, watch how I'm gonna do it. So as I'm teaching this person here, see, watch, we're gonna connect this to here, right? I'm gonna show you how it works. So, how we learn the camera, because on one hand we're at low angle, we could see underneath here, but all of a sudden we can see here. That's because we are particularly, although we are looking at a high tower, we're looking straight here. But the camera that we're looking is straight, but it's dynamically done, in a sense that we're not just looking at the camera, capturing the whole entire picture. So the way to address this thing, okay, technically we're now back on the fourth dimension. In the fourth dimension, we can see true stuff. We're now in it to actually go beyond it. So what do I want to do? Watch how I'm going to use this to solve the problem. Contours. This is where contours come to play. Contours is a good way to kind of jump ship. Contours is a way to kind of, it is, the contours is a gateway. The gateway to the organic world, right? So watch. So, and we use contours just based on what you see. Sometimes you can help yourself out. What I see here is this line. Look at it. It's going this way. It's going this way. It's going this way. This line here is a contour. If you ever noticed it, it's giving me the impression because don't forget, I want to use this, but I can't see this, so it's not possible to see this. So it's okay. We don't have to worry about it. All we gotta do is watch out for this. So we're using the contours. The contours is what does it all. See? Now we're in the fourth dimension. Don't forget we're in the fourth dimension. Not confuse this. In the fourth dimension right now, we can't see this. In the fourth dimension, we can see true stuff. That's the thing, because in the fourth dimension, space is not a factor. I have to travel to the fourth dimension to understand this, to solve problems that way. See? You can't see through my hand, but if we're in the fourth dimension, we can see it. Although we cannot travel to the fourth dimension, we could kind of use that, the concept of it, to solve problems. I can't see through here, but I created what it's like inside. We're gonna say this is some kind of lighthouse. How's that? Let's say this is some kind of lighthouse. So here's what we're gonna do it. Okay, the stripes. Let's use an invincible stripe as our as our guideline, or contours, as they would call it. The reason why I'm saying that is because we're going along with this line here. We're going here. Don't worry about this in here, because it's the inside of it. So let's follow along the contours. Watch this. See what's going on here? I'm following along, but at some point though, see, look, this one here, I'm following here. So there's gonna be a clash in the middle where the worlds collide. Yeah, it's crazy, but it's gonna happen. So we'll see what exactly the moment when it happens. See, because here we're going this way. So something is happening here. If every step we take, yeah, look at that. And slightly, we're now here. And this is the precipice, or the end of it, before everything goes back. We done it. So, we have what we're looking for. You see that? Let's say, for example, this was stripes. I'm confident now in doing this sort of. And doing this. And doing that. Got it. So we're going to erase this here, right? You see that? We're going to erase that, so it's not to confuse us anymore. We're now in the third dimension, at least at this point. Let's go upwards again to what was going on up here. I want to get out of the fourth dimension. Yeah. There, we got it. So what happened there? We did it. We've essentially just gone and made a cylinder. This is important because we're learning about the camera angles. You know, we had a person here who wanted to learn about my camera, and it's too bad that my camera is so blurry. It's really, look at this. Come on, you. Hi. Oh boy. So, this is it. So you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Goodness, what's wrong with this camera? It's not sharp enough. And so that's it. We have that. In a sense, we can draw the perspective, and we have learned the boxes. So our next task is to complete that robot with what we've learned today. There we go. Where is my robot? Wow, how did it end up over there? Great. There we go. So we have this here, and we're gonna work off this. You see that this is a perspective of how we're gonna do it. With what we've learned from drawing, I hope you've learned what we've with all that what we've learned here. We're gonna implement it here. This is a character here that we've drawn. And with the camera angles and everything else, we've managed to create something here. And I think I'm gonna use this here. Dun, 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 dun. What does TYSN mean? Talk to you some more. Okay. Okay, here we go. Well, first things first, let's draw this robot that I did before. It's actually quite interesting. The robot, we seem to have drawn a pretty nice robot last time using this technique here. There we go. Okay, follow along, please. I don't want to do this alone. I really do not want to do this alone. I don't want to do this alone, so let's do it. One tiny little box here. Okay, anyway, one tiny little box here. Connect the dots. Okay, then we're gonna do a connectivity line. You got choices here. We do, don't we? We do. We do. Interesting. Why would I got? best. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a diamond. So on the diamond shape there, we're gonna do a diamond shape here. Something close like this. Yeah, and another shape here we're gonna do this way. And then from that diamond, we're gonna connect the two. Okay. We're gonna erase the whole thing here. Alright. Okay. Now, for the next step, draw something here. And a box here, probably. And then okay. The next one. Do a bigger box here. Same thing as you did before. Box here, box there, box there, box there. Why? Because it's a precursor to what we're gonna want to do next. We have an idea. Remember, we drew a cylinder box on how we drew a cylinder for shortening. Good. And then so there you go. 1 second. Fourth dimension. Just like that. What does this mean? Well, we just did a robot. Now, it is, as we understand, sometimes we need to break apart here. To understand what is going on. And then this one, to perfectly justify the angle that it's in, you have to match it with this. There you go. Yeah. Good. And now, same thing goes here. Thank you. we go. And then finally, that. There you go. So we have created a robot. You see what I mean? You see that is like exactly how we would then deform out, and this is how we will start. Like I said, we just with a series of boxes, we've managed to create a polygon of a working character. Just like that. And our final venture And if you want to be extra special, you could actually just kind of go along the contours here too. And then make this here. How's that? I want to be extra. Yeah. So we'll do that. We'll work with that. But if you want to make this robot even more extra flexible, you can kind of bend it if you want to. But I think we're gonna stick with the simple stuff. There we go. There, here we go. It's like this. And the robot is completed. There we go.